Application problem A3. This is a very interesting application and thinking problem. The question here is the quadratic equation a cos square x plus b cos x minus 1 equals to 0 has the solution pi by 3, pi and 5 pi by 3 in the interval 0 to 2 pi. What are the values of a and b? So I'd like you to copy the question, solve it, and then look into my solution. Okay? Here is my solution. Now it says that the quadratic equation has solution as pi by 3, pi and 5 pi by 3. So let's look into our coordinate system where these solutions lie. So pi by 3 is here in quadrant 1, that's pi by 3, right? So there is pi by 3, one solution. The other one is 5 pi by 3, that is here, right? That is here, and this is 5 pi by 3. And the third one is pi, which is here. So these are the three solutions for the given equation. Now let's find out, because the equation given to us is actually in cos, right? And therefore cos should give us a value. So there has to be a factor, right, which will give that as a solution. So let's figure out what is cos of pi by 3. So cos of pi by 3 is how much? So what we can do is we can look into a special triangle, right? So the special triangle is this for pi by 3. So that is the angle pi by 3 for us. This is 1, this is 2, and that is square root of 3. Cos of pi by 3 is 1 over 2. Now what is cos of 5 pi by 3? Cos of 5 pi by 3, it happens in quadrant 4 where cos is positive, is again 1 over 2. And how about cos of pi? Now cos of pi is negative 1, right? You can also make your cosine wave and then figure this out. So let's say make a cosine wave. So for cosine wave like this, for 0 and 90, 180, I prefer cosine wave. So at pi, it is minus 1. This is halfway, right? Minus 1. So basically, our quadratic equation has zeros for these values, half and minus 1. So what I can do is, I can write down my quadratic equation, which is, when will I get half as a factor? When my equation has 2x minus 1 as one of the factors, right? So that will make half as a 0. And for this, my factor is x plus 1 equals to 0. So that is kind of quadratic equation in the factored form, which is going to give me answers as half and minus 1. So when I expand this, what do I get? 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x plus 1 times plus 1 is 2x. When I multiply by minus 1, I get these with negative signs, equals to 0. Now we can combine these two terms and we get 2x squared plus x minus 1 equals to 0. Correct? Now let's compare this equation with the given equation. Correct? Now given equation is in cos x, so x is cos x for us, correct? And the coefficients are a and b. So we can compare the coefficients a and b and get our answer, right? So the coefficients are, we can straight away compare and write a is equals to 2 and b is equals to 1. And that is our answer, correct? So if a is 2 and b is 1, right? If a is 2 and b is 1, then we can write this equation as, let's put it here, 2 for this. So we get an equation which is 2 cos square x plus b cos x. I mean b is 1, so let me just write cos x here minus 1 equals to 0. And this could be factored, correct? So let me just push this a bit in front, and then I could factor this as 2 of cos x minus 1 times cos x plus 1 equals to 0, and that will give us the result, right? So this is just, I'm just trying to check the answer. But the true solution is this. A equals to 2 and B equals to 1. See how we got it. So it's an interesting twist. Normally, you have to find the angle and you are given the equation. Here, you are given the solution and you have to find the equation. I hope you find it interesting. Share with your friends. Thank you.